Okay. Okay, somebody's here. Hi, people. You want to start a live chat so I know that. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna say something. Let me see if I can even start this or not. I guess I can't do this. What is this? Okay, it's not allowing me to type anything. Tyler. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am like, what the? All right, welcome. It's my first time on YouTube live. Can you tell? Not very good at it. It's alright, we'll get there. There's always the first time for everything. I'm gonna share this out to my group, so bear with me for a couple minutes. I'm gonna just share it out to a couple places, okay? Newsfeed. Okay, and let's try one more. Alright, so Tyler, who are you? Are you in my group? Because I don't remember. I'm sorry, there's like over 4,000 people in the group. So please introduce yourself. Um, if this is the first time you're seeing me, say hi, obviously. And it's going to be a spiritual discussion. And I love for people to give me their opinion as well. So just going to give. Oh, we have done a healing. That's awesome. Awesome. How have you been? My goodness, I don't remember everyone because there's so many people that I've healed. But I hope that things are better. I hope that it helped you. Um, and I'm hoping that because of YouTube, I'll be able to reach more people. But it's great. It's great to have you. So you're not in the group anymore, right? From what you're telling me, you're obviously not in the group. But that's okay. You know what? I'm hoping that I'll have more lives on YouTube because if I do it, I can reach more people and hopefully, grow the YouTube channel. That's okay. Social media is one of those things for a lot of us. It's like a it's like up and down. You get on and then you don't want to be on it. You don't want nothing to do with it. There's just way too much. The energy sometimes makes you not want to go on. So it's perfectly alright if you're not feeling like being on social media. You want to just do your thing, just get off social media and do your thing. You know what I mean? Because every one of us is waking up. Every one of us is getting to the next level in our awakening. And if you are one of the light workers, you are going to feel, you know, the waves of, okay, I want to be on, I want to go check out what's going on. And then you'll be like, heck with it, I don't want nothing to do with it. I just want to do my own thing, and focus on just working on yourself, basically. So, nothing wrong with it, just do you. That's how it works. So I'm glad I'm finally able to do this, and I'm hoping that I'll get a lot more people watching this. I don't really see. I think you're the only one here right now because I don't see anyone else here, but that's perfectly all right. I'm not worried about it. Um, this is just the beginning. So I don't know what you have been up to and how far you've gotten with your journey and your awakening, but There's a lot of videos and a lot of information I've shared in the group and even on my personal page on Facebook, where I've been doing lives there as well, just to get the other ones to wake up. The whole there's so many who think we're just conspiracy theorists and truthers, right? And they don't want to hear. So what I did was I just went on my Facebook Live and just decided I'm just going to go talk. And if they want to listen, they'll listen. If they don't want to listen, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? But there's a bunch of different things that I've shared and which I want to share here with the hope that there'll be others who'll be watching this. One is to not channel anyone. So I'm not sure how many of your gifts are open, but ideally, what I recommend, not even ideally, I really suggest that you only connect with your higher self. Okay? Do not channel any ascended masters, do not channel any beings that are not physically here or you. Okay? So basically, go within you and connect to your higher self. It's like your sixth sense. Remember, we have that, right? We have the sixth sense. So this is what has always guided us to make the right decisions and do the right thing. Now this awakening, it's been like it's been confusing for many. Okay, and for many it's almost like, oh, they get excited because they're connecting with beings, right? But you have to understand, you don't see these beings. You don't see who it is you're channeling, right? You're not able to know for real that these beings that you're channeling are actually coming from creator source. Because like I've explained in my videos, the white light is a fake light that the dark is able to create. Okay, is something that they are able to create. So if beings come to you, if you're able to see and you see beings coming with white light, you just tell them to leave. You do not want them there. Okay, it doesn't matter who they look like, it does not matter who they say they are. Okay, just tell them, listen, you're infringing upon my sovereignty. I do not consent to you being in my room, my space, my home. Please leave. Okay, because the thing with this is, the dark side has used white light to so many people are like misguided right now. So many light workers, right, are misguided because they think they're actually channeling ascended masters, but they're not channeling anyone. Okay, they're channeling the dark side. Remember, they have the same playbook. So basically, they know. They have the technology, they have all of everything from beginning, because the being who has created this mess actually comes from light. Remember, the first beings were light beings. Okay, the first created beings were light beings. This particular being decided to go off on his own and create artificial intelligence and beings that were of darkness. Okay, so this being knows how it all works, right? And they've also stolen a lot of the stuff. So they use white light to come to humans. And even, how they say they abducted someone, the Greys came and abducted, and they took them on a spaceship, and they brought them back, whatever. And they're talking about how they're trying to make a race that's mixed with greys and humans, like combining DNA. All of that is bullshit. Okay, creator has never wanted anyone to mess with the DNAs. The organic original DNAs should never be messed with. It's like taking a pig and taking a dog and then mixing the DNA to make another animal. Do you understand? It's not supposed to happen like that. A pig is a pig and a dog is a dog, and this is how it's meant to stay. They have the organic DNA created that way. Okay, this is how we have so many different species. Now the light has tried and tried to create like source, but they don't have the golden light. We come from the central sun, right? The golden light is creator's light, is source creator. Okay, that is the light. So if you see golden beings or golden love light, that is the right beings, but they will not come because they're not trying to get you to pray to them or like to follow them. Do you understand? These beings do not want you to pray to anyone anymore. All the ascended masters who walked this earth, okay, as all the different beings, the different parts of the earth, right? None of them want anyone to pray to them. The reason being because the dark has used them in temples and churches and mosques and turned it into a business. They've made it so that they can control humanity. They can control all of creation. Look at all of creation has been completely messed with. Right? There's not even one thing that you can say, okay, you know what, they have not harvested this, they have not abused this. Something they spared. There is not even one creation, like one kingdom. I'm going to call them kingdoms because they are kingdoms. You have the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, all different kingdoms. There is not even one that they have not messed with. Okay, and I'm including in it Gaia, Earth herself, right? Because even in the earth, they are mining the gold, the crystals, the diamonds, this, the that, right? Everything. All of it has been altered. All of it has been messed with. They're messing with the environment, the weather. They're messing with the water. They're messed with the soil. They're messed with the plants, the trees. And I've talked about this in my past videos, but I'll be doing a lot of talking here about this stuff because I know I'm going to probably reach a crowd that is not aware of this stuff. So the reason I say it on channel is because these beings are trying to still keep control. And remember, all the gods were not the good gods. Okay, remember, Anunnakis, right, altered DNA to make slaves out of humanity. Egyptians, right? Egypt. So remember, all the gods that walked this earth were not the light, love light gods. Okay? There are gods who were good, and then there were gods who were evil. And because they had the power, they controlled and ruled. So you know how we have had, right? We have had so many leaders. We have had so many kings. We have had so many, chiefs. Like all different parts of the world, there has been all kinds of people that have led their, states and countries or wherever they are, right? They've not always been the best. This is what it is. There's been the bad ones and then the good ones. So what has happened is they're trying to come and tell humans, the light workers, that we are aspects of these gods, right? So if somebody comes and tells me, okay, you were Isis or you were, this goddess, this one, that one, right? What happens to light workers is because they're waking up, they get excited and they think, oh wow, this is awesome. I'm a goddess, like I'm this. I'm like my past life, I was this or that, right? Now you feel like you're someone important. And in the process, now you start waking up. A lot of them they're grooming. Remember, the grooming is what's happening when they're doing this. When you're being groomed, they're going to give you the tools to become a leader. Okay? A lot of the leaders on earth right now and in the past have been groomed to lead. just like all our presidents in the US and until Trump. Um, in India, Gandhi. Um, there's around the earth, Mother Teresa. Like these were all groomed by the dark to do what they wanted. Do you see? This way, they still have control over humanity, over creation. Okay, so this is what is being done right now, and I know people, I know light workers who are being groomed to believe that they are mother, father, creator. Okay, but they're not. You see, the thing with this is when they come to you and they make you think you are a certain god or certain goddess and that you are that important, right? Remember, the most important being is you, this one, the one on earth right now, the one on earth right now, leading, following the light that you come with and spreading it, okay? Waking up, right? Hi, Deandre, welcome, sweetie. Waking up to your true self because you are a creator. Remember, we are the creator experiencing this reality. Now, the thing with this is, creator has decided to come and change the reality. So what are we doing here? We are light workers, but we are the most powerful beings on this earth right now because we have been sent here, we have come here, volunteered to be here, to change and shift us to a higher dimension. Okay? So we have that. We have the power, the ability, the creator in us already awake. This is why, when you're woken or from birth you've been awake, you've always known that you're here for bigger things. You're not here to just do this, 9 to 5 and just day in, day out, BS, of struggling and trying to make it and all this stuff. You've always known that you're different, okay? That you're important, right? And this is how we know that we are not just here to waste time. We are not just here to follow someone. We are not here to continue with the false narratives. Okay, we are not here to, stay under somebody's control and power. When you wake up, you just know that this is not okay. It's not aligning with you. When you hear it, it rubs you the wrong way. You don't want nothing to do with it, right? This is how it is. This is why, because you are not meant to follow someone. You're supposed to lead. Okay, you're supposed to awaken others. You are supposed to heal. You're supposed to change the reality. You're supposed to put down systems that are completely different from what hasn't worked. You see? So this is why we are here. So this is why I say, go within, connect with your higher self, and always, always, always your heart. Okay? Your heart is what makes you do the right thing. Your heart is what allows you to make the right decisions. Always go there. Do not channel anyone. Because if we are collapsing religions, if we are ending all that has controlled us and ruled us and divided us, why are we going to put effort in bringing another religion? Why? Why should we create another, follow this system, like, follow a religion or follow this leader? Why? And if gods are coming back, listen, when somebody tells you gods are coming back, fuck, you are the god. Which god's coming back? You're already here. Tyler, see, the thing with this is, you have to keep planting seeds. Okay? You have to keep planting seeds. The thing with this is, the ones who are so brainwashed and still following the programming, it's sometimes really hard, especially when you're around them a lot, like your family, for instance, right? A lot of them are not awake. when you talk about things, they look at you like you have 10 heads, like you're crazy in the head. You don't know what they think. What the heck are you talking about? It can't be real. This can't be true. You're just like, I get this all the time. Like, oh, you're listening to people on YouTube and now you believe everything they say and it's all false and you're just crazy in the head. This can't be true. And the thing with this is, because they are still asleep, okay, because they're still eating things that keep them in that state, because they're still watching things, listening to things that keep them in that state. Remember, the MSN, the programming, the TV, right? The tablets, the games, right? The food, the meat, okay, is human meat. You know that they've been feeding human meat to humans for a long time now. All this stuff, okay, all this stuff is what keeps them asleep. You have to shift. Okay, the only way they can shift is, I've told you guys, my videos, play them on mute for people who don't want to hear it. Play them on mute because it's the energy in it, it is the love light in it that shifts their belief system. Let me tell you something. This is an example in my own family, okay? My family, when I started waking up, this was over 6 years ago, right? And I started talking this different talk, they were looking at me like, you're crazy, okay? And they literally made me feel like I was really, like I was literally called schizophrenic, okay? One of my family members, okay, called me that, all right? And the other ones, they all laughed. They would make fun of me. Like they'll be, when we're in a gathering, they'll look at me and they'll make fun of me. They'll laugh at me, and they'll be like, "Oh, listen to her. Look what she's talking about." Stuff like this, right? So, but that did not stop me from doing what I was doing, because hello, it doesn't matter to me what they think. It doesn't make any difference, because I'm not here to do what they want. I'm here to do what needs to be done, what has to be done. And I don't get to choose. You understand? We are not here to choose, if I should do this or I should do that. It's not like that. When you hear that these bad things have happened, that all of this is a lie, that we have lived in a lie for so long, and that we are here for such an important mission of completely shifting everything to a higher dimension, and that you are one of the part of that team that is here, you cannot just sit and twiddle your thumbs. It doesn't work like that, right? So I just kept doing my thing. Okay, one of my sisters was on board from day one, because she actually had a Kundalini awakening before me. Okay, because she actually manifested it into her reality, saying, I'm going to open my third eye, I'm going to open my third eye. Okay, because she was already watching certain videos. Dolores Cannon was one of them. She was watching all kinds of things, so she got me into it, and she started getting me into it more and more. But anyway, so she had her Kundalini awakening. The thing was, she did not do it right, so it gave her some symptoms. Like, I do not recommend anyone to do that. Okay, let it happen naturally and gradually. Do not ever manifest it like that, like, oh, it's gonna open, don't do that, because she went through a month or two of like some severe symptoms. Anyway, so she was on board. The other ones would look at me and like, there's no way, they want to believe but they don't want to believe. It's like mix. Okay, 3 days ago I talked to my brother, and my brother too. Okay, he was like that. He was like not wanting to listen. I told him, listen, I'm going to send you my videos, watch my videos, just play it, and stuff like that. I always keep healing the family. It's a constant thing. Every day I'm healing everybody in the family, because I want them to wake up, okay, to the truth. It's important the team gets together. It's important that all of us are on the right path, doing the right thing, because we're not here to mess around. We're here for serious stuff. Okay. Anyway, so 3 days ago, we're on the phone. He's in India, and I'm talking to him. We were just chatting. We just started the conversation, and all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, I am done with this. I don't want any more commercial shit. I just want a simple life. None of this matters. This is all BS. All this. And I'm sitting there with a big smile on my face. I was so excited, guys. I was like, oh my God, he's waking up. And I just sat there with a smile on my face. I didn't say anything. I let him talk. I let him do his stuff. Okay. Because everyone I talk to, right, in the family, I'm always like putting a few seeds. I'm putting a few seeds about something or the other. So here it is now. He's talking my language. Oh, I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, it's finally happening. Okay, so here is one more person. I was thanking everything. I was like, thank you so much. I have one more person on my team. Like, I was so excited. So, this is what it is. It took him this long. It's over 6 years, guys. Okay, so yeah, it might take long, but it will happen. Plant those seeds. Use my videos. You guys know that my healings are very powerful because my intention is to wake everyone. My intention is to connect them to their higher self. The idea is that the more people that connect and become awake and understand their power, the less we get controlled. So do it, yes, with love. You don't have to force it down their throat. You don't have to just, and also the healings, okay? And always flood them with love light. Always do the healings, this is why I say the healings are already there for you guys to use, right? It's not, I don't charge for any of it. It's all free for you to use. That's why I do it. So do it, because this is how we wake them. And it's not just about waking them up. Remember, it is changing how they are. It is changing their entire life to come to a better place. I would not want to leave even one of my family members behind in the mess. I don't want them to be anything but observers. Do you understand? There are many layers to this, where there's beings who are here to be in the action, be right in the middle of the mess, right? There are those who are doing the healing. There are those who are anchoring light. There are those who are observing and doing what needs to be done. This is all this is, right? We do our work, but a lot of us work at night in our dream state. We are traveling and we're doing a lot of stuff, clearing and, all this stuff. We are the light workers. We are the white hats or whatever the heck you want to call us. We are them, right? There's nobody else. It is us. Everybody is here, guys. Everyone is here on this earth as light workers. The entire team is here. This is why we can shift it. This is why we can make the change and the difference this time. Okay, the last few times it didn't work. This time we are kicking ass. All right, and we are winning. This is we already gotten into the golden age. So please just know that we want to make sure that we are not leaving ours behind. We are not allowing them to not do what they came here to do, because that is very important, that they do their part. Okay, imagine you brought warriors with you and they're sitting doing nothing. We can't allow that to happen. And the more and more stuff, like, see, I a lot of people say just be, right? But what I have come here to do, I can't just be. I have to be talking about this. I have to be keeping up with what's going on, and trying to collapse as much as I can. Yes, all of us can do this, okay? All of us can collapse. Anything that is negative, guys, that is harmful to any of creation, right? I just want you to say this. I want you to say, I collapse this as a negative paradigm. This is not the reality of creation and I. Okay, so you want to collapse. So just whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a system, if it is a person, if it is something you watched. It doesn't matter what it is. Collapse it. Whatever it is, it's physical, is going to collapse. Okay, remember, the inverted matrix is collapsing, and we are the ones who collapsing it, right? We are the ones who are doing it. So anytime you feel that there's negative stuff happening, or you hear something, like for instance, you hear, oh, we're going to have a tornado, there's going to be a hurricane, or they're talking about a tsunami, like something really tragic is going to take place, right? Because this is manufactured weather, guys. Remember, it is not natural weather. It's manufactured weather. If it's manufactured, it means they're intentionally doing it to destroy. If you want that not to happen, just say I collapse this as a negative paradigm. This is not this is not the reality of creation, of humanity, of this timeline. Okay? And also you have the power to go in there as unconditional love light and disperse it. That's what I do whenever I hear there is a bad storm or a hurricane or something really terrible going to happen. I just send myself there as unconditional golden love light, and I just break it up. Okay, the more of us do this, the faster it gets disintegrated, guys. Okay, that's what we need. No harm should come to creation. No harm. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be plant kingdom, animal kingdom, humanity, whatever it is. Okay? We do not want any harm to come to any creation. The only way this can happen is if we are aligned and doing the right thing. Harmony and balance is what we need. Okay? Harmony and balance, sovereignty and freedom. This is what we need. And for that to happen, we all need to be aligned to be doing the same thing and focusing on playing God, focusing on being this big person, getting famous, becoming rich because now you have gifts, turning your gifts into a business. No, this is not why we are here. This is not why we are here. Let me give you an example of me. Okay, I'll give you an example of me because I want you to understand what it is that we have done, right? So recently I went on TikTok and I found this people in China who sell crystals, and I'm crazy about crystals. A lot of light workers are, okay? We are like, into crystals and crystal jewelry and all this stuff, right? Now, my goal has always been to do barter trading, okay? But at like a month, couple of months ago, I thought, okay, I'll buy crystals and I'll fill them with love light. I'll make some jewelry, and I'll sell it. Okay, this was my thing. I was thinking I'll help my children kind of set a business and like get this started, because my niece has been thinking about doing it. My older daughter was thinking about doing it and stuff like that, right? So today I'm sitting, and I've decided I didn't do nothing with it. I've been making jewelry. I've been making some really really pretty jewelry, wrapping crystals and stuff like that. Enjoying myself, thoroughly enjoying myself. Okay, I've made some really pretty stuff. Haven't put it. I put it on. I made a page and I put it on, but I have not put price on it or anything because part of me does not believe in charging for stuff, right? Anyway, so I'm sitting and I'm sorting through all these crystals because I decided that I was going to make a box for each of the kids to have for Christmas. I was going to give them a box with their, the birth month, and I put a certain amount of crystals in each box. So I'm looking at all the crystals. I was like, wow, there's a lot of crystals. I'm like, maybe I should start selling, right? Then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is that a good idea, right? And I get a thought, right? I get a thought. I was like, I'm going to sell myself again and again. How many times do I need to sell myself? Okay? Because what is the crystals? Crystals come from the belly of Gaia, which is mother, which is earth, right? They harvest it from her belly and then they sell it, right? Now I have it, and now I'm thinking I'm going to sell it. So it's like me selling myself back out. So the thought came, how many times more are you going to sell yourself? Now think, right? So, divine feminine crystals, all right? Energy. Remember, all of creation is divine feminine energy. Doesn't matter if you're masculine or divine or feminine. It's all divine feminine energy because that's where creation comes from. So, right there, I was like, no, not gonna happen. I'm not selling anything, right? Because to make money, I have other ways I can make money. Okay, I can cook, I can feed people like that too. I would do it for free if I was able to, and I'm okay with that. But if I had to do something that was, if I needed an income, I have other talents, right? Anyway, so I decided that I'm going to make stuff and I'm going to see if I can do barter trade with others who have things that they make or services that they provide. If they want, we could do that, right? Is the best way to do it because I know I'm going to make jewelry and I'm going to have so much of it. It's like I'm having too much fun, okay, to stop. So I know I'm going to probably do it for a little bit longer. And so this is the thing, guys. Everything has been sold left and right in the name of profits, in the name of survival, in the name of paying a bill, in the name of, I need to buy this or I need to buy that, right? This is what we are trying to collapse. This is what we're trying to get away from. The money system, the system that has enslaved us to do the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, some Monday to Sunday, right? Not have any time for each other, for our loved ones, for ourselves, for our kids. The entire system, we are collapsing it. So we cannot encourage it by continuing to do what we're doing, right? Yes, it's a transition, so it's not going to happen overnight, which I would like it. But at the same time, for us to have something like that happen, we need to shift, right? So, for instance, I'll give you another example of me, right? We have this pretty good size house, okay, which we bought. We had a small house, then the kids were growing. My mother lived with us, so we decided 2 bedrooms was not enough for 5 people. And then we got dogs, so we like 2 dogs. Anyway, so we moved into a bigger house because this is how we have been made to believe that we need to be growing bigger, more, better. This is how it's supposed to be, right? Anyway, so like every family, we got a bigger house. This was over 6 years ago, okay? Everything happened to me, my awakening happened to me in this house because this is where I got my visitors. They came, the Pleiadians came here in this house. This house woke me up. Let's just say that. So this house was meant to be because we didn't think we could afford it, and it all fell into place like that. It was like I was like, wow, we can actually afford this place. Anyway, so this house was meant to be. There was a reason for it to happen, but the last few, like a couple of years now, I have I have decluttered the house. Like, guys, I was a hoarder. When I say hoarder, I love to collect things. Okay? And it wasn't like, oh, let's just collect one thing. No. I had collection of all kinds of stuff. And I was an interior designer at one time. Okay? I worked for Crate and Barrel at one time. And then over the years, we did all kinds of different things. And I always had this, okay, so many clothes. And no, not in the sense that, oh, I had to have the most expensive stuff, or I'm like a complete find the bargains you can. Okay, I really will find my bargains. I will not spend, like, pay for anything full price. I don't do that. Okay, but my thing was that I always had all the toys for the children. I wanted to have, like, I have like dishes, so many sets of dishes. I like all this kind of stuff that we collect over the years, right? Anyway, so 20 plus years we've been married, so a good amount of stuff was collected. Oh my goodness. I have been decluttering the house, but this is like a transition for me, okay? Something changed within me, and I don't want any of it. None of it matters. None of it matters. Just like my brother said, none of it matters, right? That happened to me. like 2 3 years ago, and I've been decluttering, getting rid of stuff. So now I know what I have. I don't have to look for things, and I don't have to wonder where the heck I put it. Right? It's like just a few things in every cabinet or whatever. I've come to a point where I literally want to be in a tiny house. You know how they have the tiny homes? I'm okay to be in one of those now. I want to live out there in the wilderness somewhere, you know, warm place, maybe by water. I don't know, depends on where the heck I end up. But that's what I want. I want to be able to just move around. And I know I'm probably going to be doing that eventually. I even got an RV for myself, and I finished the RV. I had it finished, and we did a couple trips, nothing big, nothing long distance, but it's set up as a house. So if I ever wanted to, I could move right in there. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Like this transition that happened for me is going to happen for a lot of people. But if everybody gets on board and realizes that we don't really need this commercial stuff, we don't need all that to keep us happy, because it really doesn't. What I noticed, okay, my husband and I, when we lived in a studio, after we were married, we lived in a studio. We had one part of the house was a bedroom. There was a small kitchenette, then the bed, okay. So that it kind of broke the room into two, and then there was a fireplace, and then we had like a little sitting area, okay. And we would cuddle by the fire. We spent so much more time together, okay. It was completely different. Then we moved into the townhome, which was a two-bedroom place, but now we had 3 floors, so half the time we didn't see each other, because he would play his video game and I'll be doing my sewing, and so he'll be busy doing his thing, I'll be doing my thing, and then I would go to bed because I'd have to work in the morning, and he had a habit of playing video games for hours. He'll be up all night playing video games, and he had to work the next day. But this is what I'm saying, like you tend to have more, but you lose the more important things. You see? It changes the structure of the family. It doesn't change, yeah, you get a bigger house, whatever. It doesn't make it better. Sometimes it really puts separation, and it kind of changes how things are happening. And the more you have, the less time for others. That's really how it is. That's how it becomes. Because you're too busy making money to pay off this stuff. So this is how, transition is happening, right? And I was explaining in yesterday's video that I did, same thing with the, how people were like I was just saying, 20 years ago, I'd go to a restaurant, right? And I'd tell them I'm vegetarian. What do they have? They'd offer me salad. It was the only thing. That was the first thing they'd mention. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, we have a salad. And I'd be like, how about you saute some pasta? If, I'd ask them, does it have egg? And they'll be like, okay, no, this pasta doesn't have it. And I'd say, can you saute some veggies with it and make me a meal, right? So, very little knowledge of how a vegetarian eats. Very few restaurants were even catering to my needs, okay? Now you go to a restaurant, and not only do they have vegetarian stuff, they also have vegan on the menu. So do you see the transition? This just shows that humanity is waking up and transitioning to a humane way of life. We are becoming more compassionate and kind towards animals. Do you understand? And we are changing our ways for our health and the health of the environment. So this is what it is. So yes, transition is going to happen. Might take a few years for it to happen. It's already collapsing. You see it all around the earth. So many things, so much truth is coming out, guys. The truth that's coming out is what's helping. Remember that, okay? All the stuff, and I'm telling you, it's big time triggers for me, okay? Every time I watch something, I get triggered so bad, and I'm like a basket case. Like it makes me cry and makes me so sad and everything. But this is just how it needs to be. 2 years ago when we all, 2, 3 years ago when we all, the ones who actually found out the truth, you know, I was sitting and saying, why is it not coming out yet for humans to see it, right? It's all happening and it's coming out big time right now. So the reason for it is so that humanity can wake up. They can realize they've been controlled and ruled and used as slaves. Human trafficking, all this stuff that's happened, through government systems, political systems, like you name it, all of it, right? All of it needs to be collapsed. And so this is why we are here. This is why we're doing what we're doing. Okay? So just remember that those who aren't awake will wake up. There's no other way. And we have to just continue doing what we are here to do. Grow into the powerful beings that we are, so that we are able to do the work. Okay? Because like I've said this, it's not an easy journey. It is not an easy journey, but we are here because of who we are. Okay? We are here as warriors, we are here as powerful beings of light. This is why the shift has occurred. This is why so many are waking up. This is why collapse of the system is happening. The truth is coming out. And people are actually understanding and realizing all the stuff I said 2, 3, 4 years ago that my family was laughing at me for. My brother right now is like, oh my effing God, like what the F is this? Okay? Because that's how bad it is, isn't it? But this is how it happens. When you find out the truth, it's a shock. Initially, it's a shock that this many lies, like the entire bloody thing is a lie. Everything is a lie. Okay? For how many thousands of years it's been like this? And the truth is finally out. It's coming out. And this is why, we are going to have the earth we want. But we manifest it. We collapse what we don't want. Okay? We do not feed into the predictions. Please. Anything that is predicted, I don't care what it is, please do not put energy to it. Alright? Because this is how 9/11 happened. This is how all the bullshit that has happened in the past has happened. Because what they do is they predict it. So all of the collective puts energy to it. Oh, it's going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Fuck, it's going to happen. Well, guess what? It's happened. Do you get it? You collapse it. You say all predictions, all negative predictions, all harmful things, I collapse as negative paradigms. They are negative paradigms. Collapse them. Don't put any energy to it, because this is how the dark makes things happen. Okay? They make the collective do it. Consenting without awareness. This is what this is. Without our awareness, they make us do stuff that is harmful to us and to creation. And we don't want that anymore. Right? So we collapse it while we can. So we don't have to deal with this ever again. Guys, I don't want it to ever happen again. Do you get it? I want darkness, the evil dark, to be extinct. The way they have made others extinct. Okay? Lot of the resets that they have done, they are resets. They were not apocalypse. All this bullshit you hear in history, there was this Noah's whatever, blah, blah, blah shit. No. They were intentionally done resets so that they can have control over humanity and all creation. Do you understand what it means, a reset? A reset is when they decide they cannot handle the population and they need to start all over again. So they take a handful of humans, a handful of animals, a handful of this, a handful of that, and then they destroy the earth. They destroy everything on the earth to start again. They don't destroy the earth, they destroy the life on earth to start again. Why do you think it's only the year 2022? Shouldn't we be like a million bloody this, that, blah, blah? Think. Shouldn't the date be like that? We're only in the year 2022. according to the calendar. What does that mean? It means a reset was done very recently, wasn't it? History is old. Ancient history is hidden throughout the earth. We see certain things still standing that are thousands of years old. The buildings that we cannot even understand how they put up. Huh? There's not even a nail or a screw in it, but they're still standing. We have no idea the technology that was used for these buildings, how they did it. Do you get it? We don't want a reset. Okay? That's not why we are here. I want the population to increase. Every day I tell my creation, I say, you know what? Increase to 12 billion. I don't want you to decrease. Okay? Because they can't handle the population. Do you understand? They can't. Why would they want to depopulate? If they could handle the population, why would they want to depopulate and decrease the amount of people on this earth? Why would they do all this bullshit to make everybody infertile so you can't have babies, so you can't have more children in the future? The stupid jabs, right? The jabs. Why would they do that? Think about it. So, we don't want that because creation and creator, none of it matters. Creator, how is creator created? Look, how is creator created? Every race, okay, every life form has a system, right? It's created male, female, sometimes female can do stuff too, sometimes male and female can do stuff, sometimes male and male can produce in a certain way, right? But the way it's created is, it continues. Creator has given the home of creation to every race, every species. The home of creation has been gifted to every species so that they continuously create. This is how it's done. Creator doesn't have to come here and say, okay, let me make you the baby. Let me make this this we need to create this here. It's not like that. Humanity creates humanity. Isn't that how it is? Huh? You put a man and a woman together and they create another human or several humans. You see how simple it is? There is nothing creator has to do. This is what they are not able to do. Do you get it? The dark wants to know how it's done. They can't do it. They have no way. They don't understand it. They're trying to clone. They clone, but the clones don't survive. They have no idea how it works. And they're baffled. They're baffled that when a being dies, that light, that source creator light, goes back to the creator. They don't understand that. How does that work? So, they've tried. This is why they're doing this AI. How else can we control? How else because remember, nothing is more bigger and more powerful than consciousness. Okay? Because consciousness is creator. And this is what they're not able to understand. So they're trying to see a way to control consciousness. But consciousness cannot be controlled. You see, what happens is, say they put AI in a body, right? With the jab, that's what they did. It deteriorates the body. Okay? At some point, the body is going to give up because it has something in it that it's not supposed to have. It's just like a dis-ease of the body. It's a physical vessel. This is where the soul rests, or the soul lives while it's here on earth, right? Once the body is gone, the soul is going to leave and go home. So there's no way for them to control that consciousness. There's no way to do that. They can try whatever the heck they want. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's as simple as that. Because creator does not have, it's a complete, it's what you call perfection. What creator does is called perfection. You can't replicate that. There's no way. And the way they do it is for the wrong reasons. They're doing it for the wrong reasons. This is why it cannot be done the way they want it. Because they do it to harvest, they do it for food, they do it to slave and slave humanity. They do it for all the wrong reasons, for profits and to stay in power. And they're greedy. They want control. This is all it is. This is why humans have to wake up and take their power back and take their sovereignty back. Collapse. There are only a few. Trust me, they're not that many. They're not that many. Remember, we are more, and we are more powerful, and we have a bigger number than them. This is why they try and they try and they try. They try and they try to find ways, but not gonna work. We have taken over everything practically. So some of the stuff that's happening is is being done to wake humanity. The truth is coming out so that people are aware of it. Some of it is fake. So please don't believe everything you see. Okay? Don't believe everything you see on MSN News. Because mainstream media, they are always picking something from a few years ago and showing it like it's happening right now. I just watched a video. It's really sad that people will believe it because of how it's presented and because of all the chaos going on all around the earth. They post it with the hope that they'll believe it. And they show it in the mainstream news so that those who are asleep will follow this bullshit. But it's not true. It's not true. The stuff they are supposed to share, they will not share because they don't want people to have the power. They don't want people to see and understand and know what's going on. So we have to make sure that we discern what is true and what is not. It's very important for us to do that. So anyway, I see like there's only 4 of you, but it doesn't matter. I will do a healing, guys. So if you are doing this for the first time, if you're new to me, and by the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Petal Cabral. Petal, just like a flower, okay? And I am a spiritual healer. There we go. Anyway, so if you have never done a healing with me, guys, please lay down for it. Okay, is the best way to feel a healing is when you're laying down. If you don't have a way to lay down, sit comfortably. Okay, also include all your family members, your pets, all and everyone that is affecting your life in some way or the other. Okay, or is part of your life. Bad people, good people, include them all. The idea is to bring harmony and balance. Only way things can get that way is if we can get everybody on the right track. Okay, so we don't pick and choose who's a good guy and I'm going to let them get healed, and the bad guys I don't want them. No, we can't do that, because even the bad ones need help. The bad ones are the ones we really need to get on track. Okay, this is the ones who are asleep and not awake, and they're still following the herd, right? We need to wake them up. So please include everyone. It takes like about 10-15 minutes for the healing. Okay, if you get triggered during the healing, please flow with it. Whatever happens, let it happen. Okay, if you feel like crying, let it cry it out. If you feel like laughing, whatever. Okay. If you hear me crying, guys, know that I am really removing the trauma, and it is for all of creation. Okay, that's what I do. So it could be for you, it could be for Gaia, it could be for all the kingdoms on earth. All right, so just know that I'm okay. After the healing, if you have questions, feel free to ask. If you want to share your experience of the healing, feel free to do that as well. And please, I ask, this is my first live video on YouTube. I ask that you share it with others. And I'm hoping that I'll have a bigger crowd as I do more and more lives. And I hope that we'll reach more people, because the idea is to heal as many as we can. All right. So please share my videos out. Please subscribe, like, and share and comment. Remember, the algorithm is that if you are, getting more people responding to your videos, then they will show it more. Okay, so this is how it works. So please make sure that you're doing that for me as well. I'm going to give you a few minutes to get ready. If you are using a tablet or a phone to watch this live, I ask that you put it aside during the healing. I don't want any AI interference during the healing. Okay, so please, when I tell you that I'm going to get started, just put that away. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Okay, just say ready, or yes, or whatever, and I'll get started. We are going to start with breath work. Breath work is very important, guys. Okay, I suggest you do breath work first thing in the morning and the last thing you do before you go to bed. The reason being, oxygen is the biggest healer of all diseases. Okay, so you want to make sure you're breathing a lot of oxygen. Even during the day, if you have a few minutes, it only takes a few minutes for you to just fill yourself up. Okay, the way we're going to do it is we're going to breathe in, hold. So breathe in with your nose, hold to a count of 4, release with your mouth. Release with a sound if you want. It helps you release anxiety, it helps you release stress. Put an intention with every breath that you take in to remove anything and everything that is not for you and for your better. Okay, I'm not going to use the word high is good, because those two words have been used for all the wrong reasons. So there's some things that I'm trying to change within me, and the words I use, I'm trying to change that. But once in a while, you'll probably hear me using the words. But the word release, if you think of lease, means to lease something, rent something again. Release means to rent it again. So this is why I'm trying to avoid using that word, because when you say I release pain, you're leasing it again, which means you're going to have it back. So this is a play of words. This is how they have changed our reality from what it was, by using words to keep us in a certain way of being. Okay, so this is what it is. So I try to avoid using certain words now if I can. Sometimes I don't remember, but I have to catch myself. A lot of different things you have to learn not to do and say. Anyway, guys, just let me know when you're ready, okay? Just type ready so I know. Hi Rose, I'm glad you found me. A couple more minutes and then we get started. I'm glad that I'm able to do this. Man, I wanted to do lives on YouTube for a long time, but initially they had said that you needed like 1,000 subscribers before you could go live, and I'm like, what? So anyway, I am I'm just happy that I'm able to do this with the subscribers I have. I'm hoping that we'll reach a bigger crowd and get more people on board, and I'll be able to help more people because that's why I'm here. That's why I have the channel. So please, spread the word, spread the videos, have more people join the lives, and just share it in groups on Facebook, share it wherever you guys, TikTok or Instagram, wherever you guys have um, platforms or whatever. Just share everywhere so that we can have more people healed and more people waking up. That's what we really need. So, all right, we good now. I'm gonna get started, guys. So, anything you have that is a phone or a tablet or whatever you're watching me on, please put it far away from you. Okay, you don't need to hear or see me during this healing. All right, just relax, lay down and relax, and when I'm done, I'll let you know. Okay, and I'm gonna start with breath work, and then I'll just go into the healing. Okay, you continue doing what you're doing, and you can stop the breath work towards the end of the breath work. Put the intention to have. Oh wow, dangerous channel. That's interesting. Let's hope it's not a dangerous channel. We are trying to not make it. That's so terrible. Oh my goodness. What? Sorry. So we're gonna flood all the entire channel with a lot of love light, okay? And we're gonna flood it, and we're gonna clean it and clear it, and make sure that it's gonna be completely of love light. As I was saying, so when you're doing the last few breaths, just visualize golden love light going in and golden love light leaving, okay? So that you're clear, all right? Awesome, guys. So let's get started. Okay, breathing in golden love light. Breathing out anxiety. Please do your counts yourself, okay? Because I'm doing the breath work with you as well. Breathing in rainbow lights. Breathing out all the sadness. Breathing in golden love light. Breathing out sorrow. Breathing in golden love light. Breathing out pain. Breathing in rainbow lights. Explode everywhere as unconditional golden love light. All throughout Gaia, in Earth, throughout all of creation, across all dimensions, all timelines, from beginning of time to eternity, throughout all the cosmic realms. Explode as unconditional golden love light, flooding everywhere, clearing, destroying. Where I exist alone. As unconditional golden love light. I collapse the inverted matrix, cutting all the cords, the inverted cords, and the inverted contracts. I null and void all contracts of all of creation from beginning of time to eternity. Cutting all cords, all inverted cords. I disconnect all of creation from the trauma, from the inverted matrix. Disconnecting all the fears, sadness, sorrow, pain, misery, anguish, anger, frustration, jealousy, hatred. All and everything controlled by power, greed, evil, dark, guilt, shame, remorse, loneliness. Anxiety. I disconnect all of creation from all negative energies, entities, beings, attachments, AI, archons, Dracos, evil reptilians, evil Orions, demons, demonic beings. Yeah. And all those who have created demons. Collapse all of it as negative paradigms. I am that I am. Close all mental channels to all of these negative paradigms. Closing all ear chakras, dismantling and removing all implants from all of creation. I destruct and I collapse all of it as negative paradigms, and all of them as negative beings, negative energies, negative paradigms, to be completely extinct. Explode everywhere as unconditional golden love light all throughout creation, across all dimensions, all timelines, from beginning of time to eternity, across all of creation, throughout all galaxies and universes, the entire cosmos. Explode as unconditional golden love light, activating the organic 13 strands of DNA, the 369 sensory senses, and the organic chakras. I awaken within all of creation as the I am essence of Creator Mother, healing, healing all of creation, cells, organs, bodies, souls, reincarnations, past lives, present life, future lives. From beginning of time to eternity, I heal all of creation, bringing everything and everyone to complete and vibrant health and balance, and complete harmony, sovereignty. I flood all of creation with love, light, joy, bliss, happiness, ecstasy, kindness, compassion, bringing safety, unity, freedom, harmony, balance, equality, oneness, and all good things in abundance, which is your birthright. Awaken, it is time. I am that I am. I wrap all of creation in a protective shield, individually and as oneness. I wrap everything in a bubble and in bubbles of protection, shielding and protecting eternally, covering the shields with mirrors, with titanium on the inside, mirrors on the outside. All and everyone and everything approaching with intention of harm will collapse as negative paradigms, destruct as negative energies, or transmute to light. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. And it is done. And it is done. And it is done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, guys, I just finished. Please, if you're laying down, don't get up too fast, okay? Just in case you get lightheaded. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you giving me feedback. It's very important that I know that it's working, that you guys are getting to the next level, that you're feeling the love light, the energy, and it's helping you. Okay, it's very important. So I appreciate you leaving feedback. If you're in the group, please leave me feedback there as well. It helps others come forth. It's It's important that we reach more people, guys. Okay, and please share my video out. For a first video, I think it went pretty well. It could have been more complicated, but somehow I figured it out. So we will be doing more videos on YouTube. I will be coming on YouTube more and more. So please invite your friends, family members, everyone and anyone that you think will benefit, okay, from them, and will help them wake up. Okay, so please do that. And is everybody good? If you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy for you, Eve. It is so important. So much we are holding within us, so much trauma from past and from this life. It is so important to get it out. And this is why I do this, because it's not like a one healing thing. You understand? You have to do this repeatedly, and continuously. It's just like how you meditate. Same thing. You have to heal and continuously heal until you get to a place where you're like, you know what? Now I'm good. I don't need any more of this. This is what is needed to happen, and this is why it is integrating your past trauma. It is integrating, it is helping you, remove all that that you don't need anymore, so you can get to 0 point. And this is why we do this. Okay, so just be here when I'm here doing lives, and also share out the videos, subscribe, like, share, comment, and have others do the same. Okay, all right, guys. So is that if everybody is good, I will call it a night. I have to work tomorrow. um, Not looking forward to it, but I can't avoid it. Like everyone else. That's awesome. I am so happy for you guys. Yes, Tyler, thank you for being here. I'm excited. I'm so happy to connect with the beings I've already connected with before. Please forgive me if I don't remember you guys by name, but trust me that we are connected. Okay? So so happy that you guys joined tonight. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Sending you kisses. Remember every place where you go, every place. Flood the place with love light. Just say, I flood this place with love light from Source Creator. And so it is, and it is done. Okay? Play my videos on mute everywhere too. You can take it to work and just put it on mute, and it'll change the environment. Guys, remember the idea is to change every place. Okay? Home, work, places you go out there, we are trying to change everyone's way of thinking, waking everyone up. Okay, and they work, right? So let's use them. All right, guys, kisses until I see you guys again. Take care. Okay, bye. Okay, so let's